Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. So, we are going to be making a DIY skater skirt super easy, so start off by measuring your waist and just keep this number in mind. I'm just going to quickly go over what pieces you'll need. So for the biggest piece, you'll need 16 inches by your waist plus 20 inches. Then you'll need a piece that's 6 inches times your waist plus 1 inch. And then you'll need these two pieces which are 10 inches by 6 inches. I know it's a lot, sorry. And a piece that's 16 inches by 10 inches. And then last but not least, you'll need a piece that is 10 inches times 6 inches. So just try to cut those all out. I didn't show the cutting because I thought that would be boring, but just cut them out to your best ability and I'll show you what to do with them. Okay, so personally I think this is the hardest part of the whole thing because it's just confusing, making pleats. So basically you've probably noticed we added 20 inches to the biggest piece. This is what you'll be working with. So each 3 inches you should mark out just spaced evenly across your entire sheet of fabric, and for each of those 3-inch segments you're basically going to fold it like this so it'll turn into 1 inch, so you're basically reducing it by 2 inches. Just make sure the pleats are even. I actually added more, but this is what it looked like currently, and then you just want to run a stitch all the way across the top just so these pleats stay in place. Alright, so now take piece B, and you basically just want to fold it in half already so you kind of have a crease. Take your pleated part, and that's basically just going to be sandwiched within this little piece that we have here. So I like to fold about ½ inch down on each of the edges, have that kind of pinned together already. Then I like to sort of shove the pleated fabric into it, so you're basically just making a little fabric sandwich and just adding a little band at the top. You could also go ahead and like pre-sew the parts where you fold it down ½ inch first and then do this, but I just do it all at once. A little difficult, but it works fine. So just make sure you're sewing kind of on the edge here to create a really nice band at the top of your skirt. Alright, so now you want to set that aside, and we're going to take piece C and D, I believe, the two identical ones, and basically just fold them in half and run a stitch on the edge. Once you have that, we're going to go in with our safety pin. Those of you that have watched my videos forever, I do this in like every other one for some reason, and basically just shove the safety pin through, which will flip the fabric inside out. Super cool, and it's always fun every single time I do it. Once you have that, you basically want to hem each of the edges, and I also like to sew a line kind of around the perimeter to keep it all nice and smooth. Alright, then go ahead and set that aside, and we're going to create a mini panel. I'll explain why we need to do this in a second. Basically, we're making a mini version of the big two pieces that we attached earlier in the video. So here I'm going in with the little top band, folding it down about ½ inch on each side, then shoving this piece of fabric kind of into it a little, flipping that back over, and then I'm just going to sew along the top. Also, you do want to hem the bottom of the skirt because obviously you don't want it to be fraying everywhere. I don't know if I showed this with the other piece. You do need to do that with the other piece as well, so just make sure everything is hemmed. You shouldn't have any edges. Alright, so now we're going to put the pieces together. So start with your skirt, make sure it's facing up, take one of the straps, make sure that's facing down, then take your mini panel and make sure that is also facing down. I like to pin it all together and then basically just flip it out a little and just make sure everything is oriented the right way. So just sew down on the left side there with just like, you know, your regular stitch. Okay, once you got that, flip it out. Now we're going to take our other strap and make sure that it's laying face up, then take the other part of the skirt, fold it over, and make sure that's just landing straight on there, pin it down, and basically once you're done sewing down on the left side and you flip the skirt inside out, it should be exactly how it's supposed to be oriented. So you can kind of check this a little, but yeah, just sew it down and hopefully it works out great and you didn't mess up. Otherwise you can redo it and you're good. It's fine. It happens to me all the time. Guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great week. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and yeah, be safe. Bye.